let's go ahead and get started. So today's lesson is 2.11 surface area applications. You definitely need your math notebook, your pencil, and a calculator. So let's go ahead and get started with the lesson. So here's our essential question. How do you find the surface area of prisms and cylinders? I would be able to use the formula to find the surface area of prisms and cylinders so that I can calculate the surface area of prisms and cylinders. I'll know I got it if I can analyze the real-world situations to determine the surface area. So this is a review of the formulas. We've gone over this. So you should also have your STAR reference materials with you. Make sure you've got that printed out, downloaded, so you have access to those because you'll want to make sure you know how to use these formulas. So the prism is the P, which stands for the perimeter of the base of the prism, times the height. And then you do plus 2 times the area of the base. And with this, if it's a rectangular prism, then the base is a rectangle. Triangular would be a triangle. So cylinder, here's a surface area. This is total surface area. Circumference of the base is 2 pi r. And that's the formula to find the circumference of a circle. You multiply that by the height, and then you do 2 times pi r squared. Pi r squared is the area of the circle, and that is the base of the cylinder. All right, so let's go ahead and work a few problems, practice problems, so you are prepared for this lesson. So we've got, it says Jake bought a small can of cashews. The dimensions of the can are shown in the diagram. So which measurement is closest to the lateral surface area of the can in square centimeters? So I went ahead and put a snippet of the formulas here. So this is a cylinder, and we are looking for just the lateral. So here's our lateral. So we have to do this part of the formula. So 2 pi RH. So if we look at our diagram, this is 6.5, that's the diameter. So we need to find the radius. So use your calculators, because this is the diameter. The radius would be half of that. So go ahead and put 6.5 divided by 2. And it's 3.25. So now we can go ahead and use that formula to plug it in to calculate the lateral surface area. So we're going to do 2. It doesn't say to use 3.14, so we'll go ahead and just use pi on the calculator. And then we have to do 3.25 and then times the height, which is 9. This is the height. You can put that into the calculator just like you see it. So press the 2 key. The pi key, remember, is above that caret key, which is above the division key. So you have to do second and then caret and then times 3.25 and then times 9. And it comes out to 183.78 and so on. So I'll go ahead and just jot down those keystrokes so you know exactly what to do on the calculator. You would press the 2 key, second key, which is that caret key or the blue key at the top left, and then that caret key, which is above the division. And you'll see above that key in blue, you'll see the pi symbol. And then you have to do times the multiplication key, 3.25, and then times 9, and then press enter. It's important that you know how to use that calculator. All right, we'll go ahead and go to the next one. It says the Johnsons are converting an old grain silo into a storage building with multiple levels, and they want to paint it. The grain silo is a cylinder with a hemisphere on top, and its dimensions are shown in the diagram. Which measurement is closest to the lateral surface area of the cylinder portion of the grain silo in square feet? So just the cylinder part, and again it just says lateral, so we'll just do this part of the formula. So we have 64, that's the diameter. The radius would be half of that. And so we're going to use that same formula. We're going to do 2 pi, and then the radius is 32, and the height is 70. Use your calculators and multiply that out. 2, and then second caret sign, and then times 32 times 70. It comes out to 14,074.335. So rounded would be C. So let me just make sure you got the right keystrokes. Oh, I wrote down an extra 4 here. So goodness. Okay, sorry about that. All right, we're going to just move that over, move that over. Oh. All right, so 14,074.34. Keystrokes again, push the 2 key, the second key, the caret key, times 32 times 70. I don't know what happened here. That's so weird. It's like my 2 had a tail on for some reason. All right, next one, let's go ahead and move on. And y'all make sure when you have questions, jot them down, send me an email if you need help with anything. So this was an actual STAR question from 2022. A recent STAR. Says a new refrigerator comes packaged in a box shaped like a rectangular prism. The base of the box measures 4 feet by 5 feet. The total surface area of the box is 148 square feet. What is the height of the box in feet? So they're giving us the total surface area, and it's a prism, so we're going to use this formula. So let's start with that formula. It's going to be the perimeter of the base times the height plus 2 times the area of the base. So what we know is the total surface area is 148. So we're going to put that number there for the S. So the P right here says the base is 4 feet by 5 feet. So let's calculate what the perimeter is. Okay, so if you imagine the base, let's just go ahead and look at the base. This would be 4 by 5. We're looking for the perimeter, so remember that's the distance around it. So you would add all 4 sides, or you just do twice the length plus twice the width, and you get 2 times 5 plus 2 times 4, which is 10, plus 8, which is 18. So we know what this is. We are looking for the height. We don't know h. Now the base, this B, is the area of the base. So it's the area of the rectangle, which we're going to have to do length times width. So that's going to be 5 times 4, which is 20. So you do 2 times the 20. Let's go ahead and simplify that a little more. 2 times the 20 is 40. Now you're going to have to do a 2-step equation. You're going to subtract this 40 from both sides because you have to isolate that variable, get the h by itself. So that's the first step. 148 minus 40 is 108. And then we have 18H because these cancel. 40 minus 40 is 0. Next step, divide both sides by 18. And then you get what H is. So use your calculator if you need to. 108 divided by 18 is 6. So the height of this rectangular prism would be 6. And that is in feet, so it'd be 6 feet if you had to label it. All right, one more practice problem. It says Alexis ordered an ice cream cake from Molly Moo Creamery. The box that it was packed in was a rectangular prism. The dimensions of the box are shown below. Okay, so we have our length, our width, and our height. What is the total surface area of the box in square inches? So it's a prism. We're going to use this formula. So let's start with the formula. All right, we have the P. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put that down here to find the P. We know it's twice the length plus twice the width. This is the length, this is the width. Or you can just add all 4 sides. So we're going to do 2 times 12.4 plus 2 times 9.1. So 2 times 12.4 is 24.8. And then 2 times 9.1 is 18.2. And then add those together. Use your calculator. Comes out to 43. So that is our P. So far we have the perimeter is 43. This is the height. So we can do that times 7. We still need to find the area of the base. So let's do that over here. Length times width. So 12.4 times 9.1. And use your calculator. 12.4 times 9.1, 112.84. So we're going to put that up here into our formula. We're going to use the calculator to simplify some more. I'm going to do 43 times 7. And I get 301. And then I'm going to do 112 times 112.84 times the 2. And I get 225.68. Add those two together. So plus 301. That's 526.68 is the total surface area. Now let's see what the actual answer is looking for there. It says, what is the total surface area of the box in square inches? So it doesn't say it around, doesn't say to the nearest inch, so you would just put that in as is shown. All right, please make sure you complete the OMS lesson. Reach out to me if you have any questions or you need help.